Mr. Darryl David.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It is a beloved icon, a familiar friend. Any one of us who has taken a long trip abroad, in those days where we could still travel, of course, and return will remember the intense longing for that hearty meal of roti prata, satay, or char kway teow, and sometimes we would all have them at the same time. In this regard, who does not appreciate our Singapore hawker fare in hawker centres that echo with its trademark chatter of voices, clatter of plates and cups, and the warm echoes of friends and family? Hawker centres are a symbol of our rich migrant heritage, harking back to a time where itinerant hawkers plied the streets to cook up instant meals of comfort food from their own unique cultures. It was thus truly a historic moment for us when our hawker culture was recently officially added to the UNESCO representative list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. This only further reinforced the fact that our hawker centres and hawker culture are truly part of our home and heritage. We must pay tribute to our hawkers, the thousands of men and women who laboured long hours over hot stoves and produced meals to feed Singaporeans. Not only have they fed our food culture, they've also contributed richly to Singapore's multiculturalism. Their meals are economical and highly affordable, and hence hawker centres are inclusive. 9 out of 10 Singaporeans strongly feel that the hawker centres are an integral part of our national culture and have voted in favour of preserving this culture. We must therefore preserve our hawker centres so that the award is not more than a trophy to be dusted occasionally. We need to do so that the generations after us will learn and know how this culture evolved. If education is the soul of a society, then let us teach our children the origins and vibrant history of our hawker culture. How we evolved from street peddling to the setting up of licensed hawker establishments as a long part of the journey to preserve food safety and hygiene without losing authenticity. Using digital means and heartwarming stories, our humble hawker history can thus come alive. We should celebrate our hawker culture as part of the school studies curriculum. We can record, digitally publish, teach and share the recipes and food preparation methods through applications so that our children know the ingredients that make up these unique dishes and discover more about their cultural significance. Chair, there are plenty of nuggets to be unearthed. For instance, char kway teow is a wok fried noodle dish that has its roots in Teochew culture, originating from the region of Chaozhou in China's Guangdong province. In Cantonese stir-fried cuisine, the reference to wok hei, literally the breath of the wok, is a culinary term used to refer to the harmony of taste in a stir-fried dish. Even in the 1950s, hawkers learned to cook char kway teow over firewood rather than gas stoves to retain that smoky wok hei aroma. And while the ubiquitous roti prata is typically associated with Tamil-speaking Indian Muslim stalls, the dish apparently has its roots in northern India, which has a stronger wheat-based culinary culture. There are many more such nuggets of information. We can also explore new ways to run hawker centres. The hawker centre in Chi Yuan Community Club in my constituency was part of the government's efforts to keep the cost of eating out affordable. It was the first of 20 new hawker centres to be built over a 12-year period and employed a social enterprise model to encourage more people to take up the hawker profession. It would be good to thus see how hawker centres managed by social enterprises, Social Enterprise Hawker Centre, or SEHC network, how they work. At SEHCs, hawkers are usually new, unlike those at the legacy hawker centres where hawkers have been selling food for decades. It would thus be fitting to glean key management takeaways from both types of hawker centres to encourage the spirit of innovation and keep the heritage of our hawker culture going. One could also consider a permanent exhibition in one of our museums to inspire our children and our people through stories of the evolution of hawker culture. Or why not even have a permanent Singapore Hawker Museum that would highlight the culinary culture of the dishes while also perhaps tracing the development of hawkers in Singapore from the street peddlers to the 21st century hawker centres of today. Chair, our hawker centres are our nation's community kitchens. Hawker culture is part of our national heritage, and I hope that the government will continue to come up with innovative and creative ways to keep this culture alive. Thank you.